Kid 93 here, and we are back with the adventures of the quest for El Dorado.
It's my shoulder.
I
don't know what happened. I just moved my neck and my shoulder popped.
You know what? I did that
Ouchie.
at work, actually.
Good job.
Very painful.
Correct. I was like,
So, quick recap. When you left off, you ran into Tusk, whose spaceship crash landed in front of you, or through the tower that you were in, after defeating Aldrich. You then ran into Lee and helped him kill an enormous mimic and stop the resurrection of the original fire god Ignis.
obviously.
Worth mentioning as well, the entirety of the town was burned alive as a sacrifice. So you are currently in a ghost town with a giant...
So everything's free then.
Yeah.
Correct.
Pretty much.
With a giant mimic corpse.
Additionally, just so I can put this out there as well, the way we're going to do it, since it is going to be a role-play heavy night, we're just going to go and basically, like, turn by turn, everybody's going to get a chance to do an action kind of a thing. But for the most part, free, you're kind of free range.
Chicken.
But to pick up with the story, you get done with this and you make your way back towards the Dragonator. Lee thanks you for your help and takes off. And Rex makes you all take a rest in the Dragonator. And in the morning when you all wake up, he basically announces that we're going to take a couple days off because we've earned it.
Right.
So,
Thanks, boss.
no problem. If you head back into the town, which name I've already forgotten, Graybell, which is the capital of this country, Gloria, you will notice in your hurry there was something off about the structure. I said that everything spiraled out from the middle, and at first glance it looked like it was definitely because of the temple. After closer inspection, you realize that it's because their streetlights seem to have a spiral pattern. And the streetlights look kind of like large ribcage. And it seems to kind of just spiral around until it hits the town, like the edge of the town leading north, and you see kind of just like looks like these street lights continue towards the ocean.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, fire would you need to cut?
Well, he's.
So what are you guys gonna do with your time off?
Get better armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm trying to get back into Fez's accent, but get better armor.
Accent.
Accent. Who asked you?
Fair enough.
Oh.
What are you gonna do with your time off? Your vacation? We've got a couple days.
The scary
Is that
ghost town?
actually-
With the skeleton lamp?
Are we just stuck here in the ghost town during our days off?
No.
Okay.
For order, because I already know what you're going to do for most of this time. Muriel, you're gonna get to go first, unless you need more time.
I'm happy with this, and then we just go around
So-
the
Get
table.
around.
Just go around the
And you
table.
kind of get to do what you're gonna do.
Okay.
So,
Sounds excellent.
but it's basically free role play. If you want to interact with the character, you can. If you want to go somewhere, you can talk to Rex about taking the Dragonator or taking the Batmobile. You technically have one.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just not as sophisticated as an actual Batmobile. It just looks.
No one's allowed to touch my Batmobile.
We had 2, didn't we? So you have yours.
Yeah. I remember one looked.
Didn't we?
You want- you
Didn't
just
I
want
have
that
to
Cuban?
drive one?
Mega
Yeah.
Oh, the other one, didn't we paint it like?
You
Pink.
painted it some horrible
Yeah.
color. Mine looks
Yeah,
like.
you painted one of them some ugly color.
Mhm.
That's all I remember.
And then the
Like
other-
fuchsia or something.
Yeah.
It's like hot pink.
It's like it's. It runs like a Nissan Sentra, but
Yeah.
it's got the body.
Hey, but that's a compliment though, because that thing will run forever.
It's
I
got
just
the
realized that
body
this is
of
peaking
you know.
so much.
Of
so that
the
makes sense.
1960s Batmobile.
Was it, did I say
Is it
1960s?
the 19? Is it the
I
19?
thought it was.
It is. No.
No, I went with the one that had like the bat wings.
Yes.
Oh, the Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. It's got this really large front end.
Yep.
And
It
one of
has like
them's just
torpedo at the front.
does it seat?
2.
I was able to fit me,
Each car
and
seats
Bella.
4?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I put some again. It's
I
a
know
Nissan
I knew I was
Sentra.
riding with you with Bella in my lap, which
Yeah.
felt very unsafe.
Mechanically. No.
No,
The Tim
no.
Burton.
No seatbelt.
That was the
Well,
mount.
Here.
Hanging onto the ocean
I
bars.
would like to see if I can find some, like, sort of place to get magic armor or, like, a ring of protection or a cloak of protection or something to up my armor class at all.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Because as you look around, not only do you see the large rib cage streetlights, you also realize that all of these buildings look exactly the same.
Why are we here? This is like really scary. Not really scary, but like, you know,
Maybe there are.
you know that part of Wrinkle in Time where they're like in the main city and all of the house.
The
There's
book!
a book.
You think we can read?
Anyway, basically they go to this
heard that on
place where
tape.
all of the houses are the exact same and everybody is the exact same and it's freaky as all shit. And I don't know whose this is.
Freaking freaky, dude.
It's
It's freaking
exactly.
freaky, my guy.
It's freaking freaky.
It's mad
Investigation?
awkward.
11.
11.
The
You-
book, the movie. Go.
You don't really find a magic shop, but you do find a blacksmith that does have an enchantment.
Is the blacksmith still alive?
No.
No.
Great.
So good luck.
Wait,
You know,
if there might be like pre-made stuff in there.
I'm gonna go inside and look around
You're right. They
and
might.
see if there's anything that's already made or if the process seems simple enough.
Tess, what do you want to do?
Well, I also want to go get.
That I could fake it. Just
Oh.
pretend.
I also want to go get some mom, so I'm going to be following Muriel.
Do you tell Muriel, or do you just watch Muriel walk away and follow?
It's probably the last one.
Fair enough.
It's like,
I will let you, however, make your own perception check.
That's fine. If there's blacksmith.
Perception?
Yeah.
You said investigation for me.
That is
Yeah.
true.
The heck?
That's fine. If there's blacksmithing equipment here, I can make just about anything I want.
It's because Fez is just following you and they're observing the scenery. You are searching your environment.
I saw Muriel in the last fight and probably assumed, oh, they want some new armor as well, so that would be a number. Mod 20.
Mod 20.
Wow.
So you're following Muriel, and you watch Muriel walk into a black shirt. The blacksmith shop, and you are kind of more drawn in by the scenery of this location. This shop doesn't seem to have a forge. Doesn't seem to have anything that it needs to be a blacksmith shop. However,
It's got a bunch of bookshelves
you can
and a
see,
table.
It's got an anvil.
you can see on the inside that it's a blacksmith shop, like a normal blacksmith shop.
Wow.
Yes,
The
I'm
apple's
quite-
an apple.
I'm quite intrigued. I would like to see
Sorry.
how this blacksmith.
Make an investigate or an arcana check.
Arcana check.
That's how you know. Serious.
Yeah.
I have +9 in Arcana.
Good. So well. Your spin well.
Okay. Are you all done?
Plus that means nothing. You got a 2.
So, nat 13.
13. Okay. So
But it would be 22.
The animal splits.
the first thing you notice is this building looks bigger on the inside.
Oh,
The
But like-
TARDIS!
But like literally looks bigger.
oh, well, why don't
For
ooh.
fuck's sake.
What's the name of that guy who's watching our children?
Fez?
Oh,
Felix.
yeah,
I'm
Felix.
Fez.
Sorry. I knew it started with an M.
I've got the rock. That
Felix
sounds.
Kessler?
Mhm. I can't remember. Was he like a Time Lord or something?
Kind
No.
of.
Kinda, I guess. But
Cool. So we have another TARDIS. Brilliant.
only he actually has a TARDIS. You're familiar with this construct, but you're not exactly sure what it is. Unless you would like to make an intelligence saving throw using your intelligence modifier rather than your intelligence save. This is your Fez feature.
Yeah. So I suppose I will. Might as well. I would like to see how things work here. I want to make some good armor for me.
Meanwhile, Muriel still hasn't noticed Fez. He's just looking around and he's looking everywhere where Fez is not.
Fez is
Uh,
behind it,
24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
So you
15%?
take
24? Yeah.
12 points of psychic damage.
Of course.
Ouchie.
As you basically scour your thoughts to try and figure out what this thing is, you know that this is a similar construct to what Felix's TARDIS is.
Mm-hmm.
These are called planar homes.
Obviously.
Each home exists in its own plane of existence, split in between in between this plane of existence.
Can I get one of those?
Huh?
So can I get one of those? They sound much nicer.
I know it's all the world of fantasy, but it's.
I feel like we're starting to bridge more into sci-fi than fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the tree home.
It's the soap opera territory. It's the brain transplant, and they got all the memories of the person.
Well, the difference is that these don't move. These are houses with an enchantment on the doorway to exist in a pocket image.
Okay. There's still no. There's
It's
no
basically-
forge.
Hell's Moving Castle.
Kind of. What's wrong? Are you all done?
So all of these buildings have something like that?
Apparently.
Maybe.
It's
what
like
it
a bag of holding made into a house.
I guess I could literally just leave the black shop, go to the store next to the blacksmith. It's been a long day.
You're good.
I could just leave the blacksmith,
Yeah.
go to the building next to it, open the door, and see if the same thing happens.
Yes. Same thing happens. You go over to the house next door. It's not a shop. It is just a house, but same thing. And it's 2 stories, even though it doesn't look like one. And it's, again, much bigger on the inside.
You should seal the door.
Seal the door.
This is now our house. Pop.
Our house. In the middle of our house. Our house. In the middle of our house.
And then it goes on for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And the house changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, you're all done. Look. See?
You think you could put like a labyrinth of like houses in houses in this setup?
Probably.
Probably.
Given that we've just
Um,
unlocked unlimited space that can hold living people.
Yep. That's what happened.
And then we'll get back to you. Paragon.
Well,
Wow.
I
Wow.
guess I don't know, but these are all pocket dimension things.
And hit the camera.
Say you watch Muriel take off, and then Fez follow.
How's the camera look?
Fine.
Okay.
We could just put these here.
Can
Oh,
I
thank
have a
you.
paper towel to put my chips on?
Literally right next to the kitchen. Oh, okay.
What do I want to do then?
No, I noticed that Daniel had a stack of paper towels.
Napkins, but yeah.
I got
Is
Napkins are essentially just paper towels. They just don't come in a roll.
You should write a book. Deep Karen's
Deep
philosophy.
philosophical statements by
Uh-huh.
Karen. Every jump is a jump.
Napkins
Even if
are
it's not the right jump. Napkins are just
paper towels.
They just don't come in a roll.
Is there anything Bergen wants to do in particular? Is there anything Bergen's curious about?
Well,
If Bergen really wanted to, he could also talk to Dorado, Rex. Had clips.
he wants to
He
social.
talked to us.
Disgusting.
Garden has gone and is still asleep on the ship.
great.
That's very dark.
It is very garden.
And she's probably sleeping.
She's had a long,
Bit of a cat nap.
yep. And I also have.
She's just in a really nice patch of sun somewhere on the dragon.
Yeah, she's on the deck in a sunspot.
There you go.
These are all pockets. So how do I...
As like Villarreal pets her.
Interesting. Was that consented beforehand?
She's asleep.
That
Does this
doesn't.
make
No,
it better?
that's.
Yeah.
No.
What happened?
And then they're like, no,
So
no.
was Sleeping Beauty.
Mhm.
What
I
happened?
remember
What
that
did I
grim.
miss?
I made a bad joke.
Like, okay, Bill Cosby, you know, like.
So this whole town looks deserted.
The whole town is
He's-
deserted.
Yeah.
It is deserted.
Oh,
Oh, look at
Because all of the inhabitants were sacrificed to the fire god.
More so willingly sacrificed themselves.
I didn't say whether or not there was consent.
Is there like a library?
Make an investigation check.
So it's a cult. This was a group suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a Heaven's
was-
Gate.
That was absolutely what happened. here.
Investigation, you said? Hold on, let me read this first.
And there are aliens now. So it could have been Heaven's
Where's
Gate.
my investigation? It's a -1. Natural 20!
Slay!
But it's a 19.
For a 19.
But it's still a natural 20, so it counts.
I'd say so. You find a library.
natural 20 is 19.
Here's my
We got a natural
Minus
20.
one
Bone rolls on that 20.
to her investigation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what you just.
I'm not very smart at all. I mean, I can read.
So, you,
barely. But
what are you looking for in the library?
maybe something on like
Are you looking on stuff for like your quest for El Dorado? Or are you
Yeah.
looking for more personal stuff? Like,
No, we'll do El Dorado because that is what my group is doing, and I want to participate in my group's activity. So I'm gonna
even though
say
none of your group is participating in that
No.
activity right now. So you not only managed to find a library with ease, but you walk in, and because this is a religious town, you are actually able to find any information that you would want to find about it. And then I'll get back to you. Tutsy,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
Where am I?
You're standing outside. You're basically standing at the
He should
city
just
gate
roll for you.
to this.
So I got
this
off the
ghost.
ship.
Yeah. You got off the ship.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see there's nothing here. I'm gonna see I can't read the freaking language.
But that was a good die.
And I think I'm gonna go talk to Galahad.
Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. So, you walk over to Galahad. Greetings, Tusk.
Hello, Galahad.
Would you be willing to accompany me back to my home country? I believe my creator could help me.
Sure.
Just a day trip back to
I
Quana.
don't know where I'm going.
if you're gonna walk away, I
Is
want my
it-
dice back.
Are they taking the?
Yeah, they're gonna take one of the battles.
Oh, okay.
So, Galahad pulls up a map for you. That way you, Daniel, get to see a map finally.
The full map.
Yep. So this is a rock. You guys are currently here in Grey Bell. He is taking you.
Oh, we're going
Down here.
far.
Because
Yeah.
Across
most
the
of his
continent.
EGs ended up on his.
How long is
walls.
that gonna take?
With Galahad driving, a day.
Okay.
There and back.
Speed limits
Back
don't
here.
exist.
And he knows how to avoid people.
Not for the RoboCop.
The RoboCop and the bounty hunter.
What a duo!
Thank you.
I like it. Maybe Galahad will be. No, we can't be in fights. Never mind. No, so maybe we'll have Galahad in more. Now they're like, no, Galahad's like 4 levels higher than you guys. Fuck. Not happening.
I would say Galahad was created by someone, correct? So I'm going to be an artificer.
You're going to meet Dr. Mitsubishi.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
If you must know,
It's a
Galahad
Yeah.
is called the Model Gallant,
Uh-huh.
and his partner Eclipse.
Uh-huh.
You should die.
I have a whole list of them. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say, Mitsubishi, huh?
I've got the Spider. I've got the Outlander.
The Spider's Porsche, though.
No, the Spider's Mitsubishi.
Technically, Spider's almost.
I have them all. I actually have 2 of them are in the story. Never mind. Spoiler. So, you're gonna drive with Galahad.
That's
Um,
nice, it's cool.
This car definitely is able to hit 200 miles per hour easily.
Dope.
So,
It's nothing I'm not accustomed to.
so nothing you're not accustomed to. He is flying.
And I'm thinking we're going slow.
Yeah. I should say that you are literally flying
Oh,
because he took the one that has wings.
I repeat, nothing my character hasn't done before.
Exactly. So,
I came in flying. Yeah,
and then we'll get back to you.
Well, no,
Okay.
you came in crashing.
Russia.
it's the same difference.
I've had to confront my mortality recently. Twice.
Nana.
I mean, you don't remember the first time.
No,
Didn't happen.
no,
twice.
because I was down in the
I was
fight.
to say Aldrich
Yeah, the fight with Aldrich that
would have
persisted.
been less than 24 hours.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
yeah. So
Yikes.
twice,
Yeah,
very recently,
twice within 20 hours.
I had to confront my mortality. So I
Don't use a lot of D4s.
have decided that I'm gonna just kind of focus on finishing the work I have set forth, like the duty I have for Borealis and whatnot. And also, there's this great, wonderful opportunity for a country that has recently been dismantled. So I'm starting my letters to. I had planned letters for
There you
Minion and Limir.
Yep.
So I guess the first part is me writing those.
Right, those. Okay.
And then next
This one.
is me figuring out
Like
like
that.
What to do with this country you just accidentally conquered?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I feel
have-
like this should become a theme where we just accidentally conquer places.
You sure we're not the bad guys here?
You're
No,
doing that
we're
on
working
purpose
towards
now.
a unified Iraq. That's a good thing.
Listen, Russia's on a holy mission.
Yeah, I was sent by the god of peace. I'm the good guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And hope.
You know, that's
And
what the
social
Spaniards
awkwardness.
said when they came to the Americas.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny.
The Americans conquering the Iraqians. I mean, hey, the vote's the vote.
So yeah,
Common theme.
Noticing.
conquest,
Okay.
expanding, you
Is
know,
there
manifest destiny.
Don't do
specifically
that.
specifically for Peoria, is there anything you want to do in the immediate scenario as you write these letters?
No destiny was manifested that day.
For them, I'm going to talk to Aurora. What do you think we should do?
9-9.
What do you think the best call is for all this?
Well, I imagine talking to the rest of the country and saying, hey, your capital has completely fallen, but
You did it?
we'll take you as part of our country. You know? I think that's kind of how my dad did it.
So we conquered you.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, okay. Your dad seems like a great guy, so we're going to do that.
What'd you say?
He was the wise king.
Everybody knows Andor. He was famous.
Right. He was. Yeah.
Who's in all the history books?
He was your
That he
dad.
wrote.
He must be cool.
Because you know, he owns all of the. Yeah.
So then I will do like a clockwise motion through the
Oh
country,
my goodness, thank you.
going around
What,
to the
you
different
wanna
towns and being like, hey,
Are you gonna steal my
and then
chip?
just kind of presenting the news.
So are you going to?
Fair
Are you going to
enough.
start with the country north,
Which one?
or are you going to start with the country?
Ah, your turn.
The city Lee came from.
Okay.
The city north or the city from? Lee was
From
from
Benito.
over here.
We're here, right?
Yeah, you guys are in
We'll
Graybell.
play with that one.
So we were
So-
starting.
And not to mention the ribs
Mhm.
look like they go this way.
So
Yay.
I'm gonna take care of these because there's the more here. I'm just
Let's
gonna
pop.
approach them
You
first.
gotta do it again.
They're
we'll
also
say you start-
closer,
Yeah.
so
Closer. So you start making your way.
cool.
Yeah.
And
You
some
get into
fuel.
blacksmith. Blacksmith shop.
There's your hair.
That's the name of this place. Apparently. So you get into the blacksmith, and
No.
you are fairly familiar with everything you're seeing. You're like, okay, this is fairly typical blacksmith. There's a forge in the back. There's the anvil in the front.
Except there is no
There's a-
forge.
There's a shop counter. There are weapons on the walls, and there's an enchantment.
Okay.
What would you like?
I'm specifically looking for protection. So I'm gonna look to see if there's like. Well, I'm not. I'm trying not to get armor because on our
Yeah.
defense.
You're looking for.
But I'm looking for like rings or cloaks or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. So you make your way. What do you guys say? Where do you want to look?
Hey, dude, I gave you a
Because
die.
you don't really see any of those things to be yet.
Mm-hmm. It's like on the floor over there.
I'll look behind the counter.
Behind the counter.
Because you said that there was a counter. So I'll look behind it.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Nat 20.
That's right.
That was
You
good.
managed to find
Over the child.
the entirety
Okay.
of their inventory log
There's
in
a
like a
dinosaur.
book.
Okay.
And you flip it open, and you're like, okay, I'm looking for things that give me protection. Protection for what? And you find an amulet. Good catch.
Gonna go throw up now.
Was that fun? Did you enjoy that?
No.
He says I did. Want a chippy? I want chippy? No? So, and you flip it open and you find something that says Amulet of Spell Absorption.
It's where does it say that?
And and you see that it has a category, like a crate number at I-14.
Okay. So I'm gonna look
Thank
for the
you.
crates, and I'm gonna look for I, and then I'm gonna look for 14.
Here,
So
go
you
find
don't
that die
see
you
in the front room, like the display room, you don't see any crates. After a little bit of like walking
Do I
around
see
looking
doors?
for it- No, you actually make your way to the back where you do find a door, and you open it
Oh,
up,
thank you.
and it is literally just a room full of crates. Make a insight check. You got 19, good job.
I've seen this in Zelda. He already did a roll of nat 20.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, that needs to
Yeah,
be.
my dice.
Mm-hmm.
I've
It was like the
they've
first-
never seen that number before.
Inside. 22.
22. Hey, you remember this building not being this big. This space is so much larger than you thought it was going to be. Because not only is there are there literally rows A through Z, but these numbers go from 1 to 50. And at the back of all of that is the forge.
That's a really high number. I don't know if I can count to 50.
I don't know if
Fez
Muriel
can.
can count to 50.
So,
I
but
can only
thankfully they're
count.
all labeled on the outside, what letter, and then you just have to go in to find it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll get back to you.
Cool.
Fez.
So I'm wandering around, and I would like to inspect the forge because I would like to find some armor.
So you want to go in the blacksmith shop?
Yes, I want to go into the blacksmith shop.
Okay. So you head into the blacksmith shop. You watch Muriel walk into the back where you see the forge. So
Okay.
you start making your way back there. You get to the back of the forge, and same realization that you were already making that day. This place is huge. There should not be a forge in here. There's no way they can fit all this stuff. This is ridiculous.
Okay, I'm hoping I can find some materials that I could make myself a medium armor set to greatly boost my current AC.
Make an we'll say this is a perception check as you're looking around your area.
I might also look in the individual boxes.
Well, you can, but
I mean, I assume there's a crowbar somewhere here. That's
Well,
Or you
They're
could
sealed.
talk to Muriel.
19.
we're also wondering
Open the bank.
27. Muriel has yet to notice Fez though.
Yeah, but
you
you've
walk
noticed
straight.
Muriel.
You walk straight to the back past Muriel. Muriel is just like looking at the numbers and the letters.
I'm still
Just like-
completely invisible to me. Muriel's gonna turn around and be like,
What's your passive perception?
That's a good question. One second. Let me look.
I'm just like a shadow, you know?
What's your stealth modifier?
Passive perception. Eh.
Stealth
17.
is 2.
So you actually are aware of Fez the whole time. You're just unconcerned.
Yeah.
She's fine.
So I know her. That's fine.
She's not gonna touch. I
so
know
you-
that she's not gonna touch anything that could end in disaster. I'm more likely to touch things that are gonna end in disaster.
Like pick up a cursed mask or
I somehow
something.
feel like
Oh no,
both
wait,
of
that's
those
the other one.
Travis Savage.
Or wounded.
You should be.
Who's that?
You picked up the curse. Yeah, it's fine.
So,
the curse.
You head to the back
mask.
where the forge is, and you actually find stacks of iron, steel, and
It's
a
fabulous.
strange blackened metal.
Mithril. No, Mithril's not
You
black.
wish.
Mhm.
So that's so shiny.
Mithril's, yeah.
Mithril's shiny.
Watch the Lord of the Rings.
And then
Mhm.
I'll get back to you.
I watch Rings of
There
Power. You know?
In the library,
The rings of power.
you open a book labeled
Honestly, pretty close to the theme song.
Council of the
welcome.
Gods of Eldorado.
Council of Gods of Eldorado.
Careful.
Okay.
The first line
And
you
there you
read.
go.
Oh boy, he really just took down my camera.
Mhm.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Mhm.
That certainly looks like it.
You're never gonna get those keys back. He just took them into the bedroom.
Oh, did
Well.
you just disconnect it?
No, it's not disconnected.
It
It's
just needs to be
completely,
like tilted.
Hopefully they weren't something
Wait, hang on.
important like the car.
Down.
No, they're not the car. They are to the studio
Down.
that I need tomorrow morning, but it's fine.
A little more.
I'll just get some bobby
Perfect.
pins. It'll be fine.
And then oh, right there.
They
Perfect.
know
like
you
that.
work there.
So
Learn how to lock
Bro,
pick.
what do you need more balls for?
this is because you ran out of balls to throw.
Did he bring the keys back? Somehow?
Nope.
No.
Good luck.
Like how I found your
Thanks.
pigeon. So, Council of the Gods of Eldorado.
Okay.
It reads, at the head of the council stand the Titan gods. First being Illerich, the goddess of earth, the Titan of life. Next being Trixkalana, who you have met, the goddess the goddess and Titan of death. Next is the Titan of water and seas, Oceanus.
Never heard of him.
Next is Titan. I don't even know. Next is Titan of the air, god of the dragons. Skyrus.
Who changed his name?
Originally, his name was Skyrim, because I thought it was funny. I changed it to Skyrus. And then the god and titan of fire, Ignis. And last but not least, is Gehenna, the god of judgment and the titan of souls, with the additional mark as king of the netherworld.
Gehenna's a he.
Yes. Yeah.
I got the completely different vibe.
If you want, I can either tell you some of the gods on the rest of the council, or you can figure out more about those gods. But I will let
yeah.
you do one or the other.
I will stick with these Earth, Wind, and Fire. The
Do you
Thank you.
remember?
21st night, September.
I'll see if I can find out more about these since we've
More about the titans.
because we seem to be closer with them.
So, Illerich is known. You basically get how she became a goddess, how she became the goddess of the Titan of life. She was a powerful earthbender who spent most of her efforts in healing people, and protecting people during times of war, taking care of the sick, all around just a saint. Additionally, she is listed as having a son by the name of Rex.
Huh.
And it's also noted that Illerich died at the hands of her son.
Ooh.
Family drama.
Just out of curiosity, how is Rex spelled? Is it
Same way. R-E-X.
like in the books it's
Tyrannosaurus.
RECKS?
No, it's R-E-X.
Interesting.
It's ruckus.
Moving on
Rex is
to...
good. It's actually
Trixcalana.
WREKCKS.
Is Trixcalana Gehenna. She is the sister of the god of judgment, the titan of souls, Rex Gehenna. It's also listed that while she is sick, twisted, and kind of a horrible person, she more recently has turned over a new leaf and taken an apprentice, a young boy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Do
His
we have a
name
name for
is
him?
Calcifer.
My kid knows him.
Well, we know him.
Yeah.
So you guys know Calcifer.
We've met Calcifer.
Your kid knows their son.
Yeah.
So, following with, who's next?
Oceanus.
So, Oceanus became god of water, titan of seas, or titan of water, god of seas, whatever I said. Due to his active involvement in making ocean water safe.
Just
He
like
cleared
swimming.
monsters and tamed the feral races. This is the feral race he tamed is what is now the Triton.
Feels kind of racist.
It's just the way it's put. Yeah. That
It is the way it's put, but literally,
We love that Eurocentric history.
Yeah, I was like, I don't go around
Well-
calling people feral, you know.
well, it's the idea of we've all watched Aquaman, right?
Yes.
Do you remember the
Well, yeah,
the trench
yes.
where the Triton was hidden?
Mm-hmm.
That is what the people were like. They were just monsters.
You were horrible.
They were designed to kill. And I say, Oceanus put a great amount of effort into making them rational, sociable, civilized.
Sociable?
I'm incredibly sociable.
Yeah, Muriel's.
Muriel's
Muriel
the
talks
most
to
social.
anybody.
I actually do have a pretty high charisma.
I'd say Muriel actually talks to anybody who will talk.
Yeah.
Just most people don't talk to Muriel because he's got a
Yeah, 'cause
resting
Muriel
mean
is-
face.
Muriel's an extinct race.
I have a charisma of 20.
Notice how you,
pretty sure I
you
have a
have not
charisma
run
of
into a
19.
single other Triton in this world. Also listed under Oceanus is his demise
Rip.
and the extinction of the Triton race that he worked so hard to create.
Is it really extinct? It's kind of like how white rhinos, like northern white rhinos, are extinct.
To the
Yeah,
To
I'm
the-
in a
to
zoo.
the public's knowledge, they're extinct. Next is Skyrus.
Yes. Yep.
Skyrus, the only thing that is written about him is that he is an arrogant dragon. Stay away. No other information is provided.
So basically,
Interesting.
you're just having your how to train your dragon moment where he's going through that book and you got to the Night Fury bit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go.
Next is Ignis, correct?
Yeah.
Ignis is known as a ruthless, merciless, angry god.
But it doesn't tell you to stay away from him. It just tells you to stay away from the arrogant asshole.
Guy's an asshole. Don't go near him.
Well, it lists that he was killed by the son of the Orange.
So Rex.
This Rex is a good god killer.
Which he hasn't told us anything about.
No, he doesn't talk about it.
Keep
It could
going
be
to
different
now.
Rex.
I read a whole book.
I also, he hasn't talked at all about
Didn't
being
know you
a
could
religious
read.
kid at all.
It's barely. It's slow going. I have to use my finger
Maggie Smith.
to try to know what that.
And that brings you lastly to Gehenna.
Mm-hmm.
Gehenna is listed as a truly just God. That he will do what he deems as the most fair.
He deems?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It is also listed that Gehenna has the ability to see souls and soul purity.
So what? he just looks over at Fez and it's, like the no connection. It's
You actually, I'm so excited for you guys to meet Gehenna because you, Fez, get your own whole little thing in that encounter.
I think I'm gonna die pretty quick.
So, and then for Gehenna, it is also listed that he does not answer until he is found.
So it's a Where's Waldo situation.
I like how I still have, apparently I have 2 pieces of El Dorado, because I did not give them to Rex.
So when we leave these
then we'll get
dungeons,
back to you.
and he says, "So what did you
You
find? Did you just
Managed
say
to
nothing?"
get to Galahad's
I
hometown
know when to shut up.
In less than a day?
in less than 6 hours. You managed to get there fast. So
Faster than the old spaceship.
you, Soren, and pulls you out and says, "We will talk to my creator, Dr. Mitsubishi. I believe he can create a translator for you."
In a day.
Between universes.
Oh, short rest, like 4 hours.
That is it within a day.
That'd be most helpful considering I was gonna ask Galahad to help teach me the language. So that way I can communicate with my new team.
So,
This translator should provide that ability.
I'll work for
So he brings you inside. First thing is this is like a huge Amazon warehouse basically, but it is completely empty, and it is just filled with different things, hanging creations that are half built. And the first thing that Tusk takes notice to though is the roughly 15-foot tall moss and metal structure that seems to just kind of lumber across the way.
okay, that's just straight from, Castle in the Sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was his artwork.
Interesting.
Hang on, I'm pulling up his name, sorry. I have it saved
I've seen
on
where
a
one's
different
references
note.
are.
Who gets what?
I'm just a theater kid. Not that that's anything to be proud of.
So was I.
I'm just a theater kid. Don't mess with me.
Yeah. Come on.
You want me to say Macbeth? I'll do it.
I dare you.
I'll do it. Although I could care less about stuff like that.
No, is it?
I was the asshole who would say it because there's always that one person who's like, no, it's gonna curse us.
I would
No,
do
no,
it.
there's that one.
I would be goofier until show week because that's when everyone gets
So,
sick or hurt.
He gestures to this
No more.
15-foot hulking metal giant that slowly starts lumbering its way over. It's got one eye in the center of its head that just kind of glows with like a forest mint green color. And Galahad turns and it says, "This is designation 96E 5AE Expo."
What's wrong with like Tim, you know?
That's
My
why
name
my
is Tim.
that's why my warforged
You
was named
see,
Dave.
like this thing, no words, just kind of looks at you, and then extends a hand, and like extends a hand out for a handshake.
He kept going.
I'll reach up for the handshake.
You
He would've kept
kind
going, there
of go
would've
in for
been
the
like, oh,
handshake,
there's the feet.
expecting to have your hand crushed. His grip is so gentle. Not only is his hand soft from the moss, but the grip is gentle, and you don't feel like he's trying to pull
No.
a dominant factor. It's like a pleasant handshake.
Oh.
And it's not even like the hard, like rigorous. It's like a soft, but it's like still a soft, solid handshake.
Okay.
Tracks. And then basically it turns and starts walking off towards who you now see is a old man with crazy wild white hair and a lab coat. Come forward and go, "Ah, go ahead. Ah, yes. And a friend. Oh,
He's in the back of
what?
the chair.
I've never seen a race like this. Galahad, who is this?" Galahad kind of turns
You have
towards
to
him
say
and
that to
says,
somebody.
"This is Tusk,
What are you?
his
Wait a minute.
spacecraft
Who
crashed
are
landed
you?
near our dragon."
Dude!
What is he trying to do?
Who's trying to grab
Is he trying to come to me?
I think he's trying to
Come here,
fix it.
Bubba. Come here. You're okay. I know. You stink,
Kicking him while he's down, you know?
you. Anyway,
It's okay.
so,
It's like, wee.
will you rotate my camera? It's like really off.
There you go.
So, Galahad introduces you, and Dr. Mitsubishi kind of like looks at you and he's like, "Fascinating. Why are you here? Wait, we're in Borea? What? You want a chippy?" So,
He's a great communicator.
did you want a Cheerio? No? You want a chippy? So, Galahad is like, "Yes. He requires a translator. I have uploaded his language. I believe with a shared database, we could create a translator for him." Dr. Mitsubishi kind of is like, "That's why you're my favorite." And kind of like old man hobbles over and he's like, "All right, come over here, you two. Let's get you a translator."
If I may, I don't know if this will help. I pull out my personal comm.
So you pull out. What does this thing look like? Break it down for me.
Kind of. I'll say I don't even. So let me make sure I actually have that. Yes, I do. I have my personal comm. I'm gonna assume it's like a comm piece, like you would, like kind of like the OG Bluetooth headphones.
Ooh.
But instead of that, it's just like a communicator. Because space.
Space. The final frontier.
You want to spoon the Cheerios specifically?
Yes.
Obviously. Duh.
You know what?
You
I'm
pull
gonna let
out
him
this
have it.
communicator, Dr. Mitsubishi, you watch as his eyes go like, they're already kind of
He'll
bug-eyed. and
figure
they're
it
like,
out.
Bugging out even
now
more.
that would be helpful. Just like without a second thought, snitch. And he starts doing his thing. This might take him a few
Moments.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Sit in the waiting room. We'll call you when your car's done.
Very much.
There's some
Maybe I
kind of
shouldn't
mobile
interrupt the
ring.
doctor while he's working.
It's like the Young and the Restless or something.
He has the habit of electrocuting himself.
Good to know.
Busted the hair.
For
Fair
fun.
enough.
What?
Out of curiosity,
I
Galaxy,
mean, some people would be.
how closely related are you to androids?
What?
I was created with the hope of being an android. But unfortunately, the technology does not exist for us on this world. You want a Cheerio? You want the...
The concept does.
Apparently
That's
the
cool.
concept does. And
Well,
the
by
knowledge.
android, you mean like half machine, half human, right?
No, that's a cyborg.
Oh.
Well, androids are. Let's say it's easier to pull out the Starfinder book on that one because androids are in Starfinder.
I could show
And
you
they're
this really good game. It's
kind of-
called Detroit Become Human.
I should play through it. That's cool.
I'm too nervous. I can't do those.
Let's say, because do you mean it in like the form of like Detroit Become Human, or do you mean it
I
like
can do the quick decision.
data, or
where it's
like...
okay, hit X. I'm like, where's
Or do you
X?
just mean like a giant
What
robot?
is X?
or like a
It's
ro-
like when Disney Fast Play played.
like this.
Yeah.
Like, those were the worst moments of my childhood.
But you have to run to find
Okay,
the
so
remote.
like, so like data from Star Trek.
Kind of, but with a little more emotion.
More. Yeah. So, yeah. The hope-
And that's when you find the
The
remote.
hope was to have
After-
more emotion and feeling. However, due to the nature of the order, the technology does not exist. Each of us are forged with a human emotion. For instance, and a gesture of sorts Expo. Expo is designed with the human emotion of nurturing, the general need to take care of things. Eclipse is programmed with the human emotion of love.
And this one was made with love.
I am programmed with the human emotions of hope and empathy.
I'm not getting it.
And
Seen it.
So you got two. Are you the only one that has two, or
No. There is one other. You hear Dr. Mitsubishi. We don't talk about him though. He was
we don't talk about
a mistake. And goes back to
See, with anger and
Uh,
terms.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that one didn't turn out well.
That one.
working. You
I made a Terminator, and for some
Uh,
reason it
you-
rebelled.
when Chippy What did you okay. He kind of turns back to you and he says designation 330 LOG Sturgio.
Well, no wonder he rebelled.
With a name like that.
Sturgio?
He was designed
It's like fake Italian.
Oh, I'm wrong, it's Sergio.
Oh,
That's a little
so
better.
he's real Italian.
When he's upset,
My
he
bad.
just goes.
My screen has so
Mamma
many
mia. That's the emotion he's made with.
Mamma
Italian.
mia.
Sturgio,
And that's why it was a mistake.
He judges
who is
his pain
programmed
emotions.
with curiosity and desire.
Those are two dangerous things to have.
Especially when they're the only things.
Why would you make a robot with emotions, first of all?
Because the idea was to make people.
Well, there's a real,
Androids, like,
there's a much more fun way to do that.
yeah, but when no one will do that fun way with you, you make your own. But it's also a case
Maybe
of.
just be a better person.
Yeah.
It's also a case of Dr. Mitsubishi was doing this on an experiment, figured out that this was working really, really well, and then right as he was starting to like figure it out, it backfired.
Oh, like,
Surgery.
I repel women. I guess it's time to start work on robots, you know?
Or he was already interested in robots. The repelling women kind of came naturally.
So, final version.
It's the hair, isn't it?
Has to be.
I guess you electrocute yourself a couple times, you know.
He's 100% Doc from Back to the Future, right?
Doc Brown.
That is what his character arc is based on.
Oh, bam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bam.
He's supposed to be Doc. Anyways,
Oh, bam.
he will proceed to tell you that Sergio, through his curiosity, found himself with a desire to know, desire to learn, and lastly, a desire to grow.
Yikes.
What a loser.
He's trying to better himself.
So lame.
A desire to
He
know
figured out that
things?
there were things in the world that were stronger than him, things that could make him stronger.
Uh-oh.
He invented nukes.
That's what I heard.
He is actually a warlock.
Wait.
And not only is he a warlock, but he is
No, you may not have my
tapped
bliss
Dr.
dice.
Mitsubishi's creations, and he has actually stolen two of theirs.
Yay!
Hmm.
And he has given each one of them the programming of desire.
Ew.
Hmm. He
No.
really pulled a Lucifer Morningstar.
How dare they won't.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll be running into them later on, won't we?
It's really not
I
helpful
certainly-
that it's literally Fez if Fez was a
I'm
robot.
unaware of how his ability affects Eclipse, but I would prefer not to find out.
Yay!
Well,
Do they like
Should
each other?
we
It's
ever
like this-
come into contact with them, you and Eclipse should go. Because we don't know how it's going to affect you either.
Should we come in contact with him, you should kill us before anything happens.
What is it with you? You know, like,
If it comes to that, then so be it. Until then, I'd rather not.
do you have like a self-destruct sequence, like 1A, 2B, 3?
It's up, up, down, down to triangle.
Anyway, and we'll get back to you.
Find his little place to come back.
It's the
Raja.
code.
Alright.
You make your way.
For the record, because it wasn't actually established, I wanted to take the other car for that.
Huh?
I wanted to take the other car for the drive to the towns.
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
You ready?
So, you make your way to
It's a big
Lucia.
phone.
Okay. I've been working on the letters while we've just been
No.
writing.
That's fine.
I'm letting Aurora drive.
So,
Might not be
Um,
easy.
No.
I'm gonna make a roll for Aurora really fast. If Aurora's driving, it's a different story.
You didn't take my car, did you?
They definitely took yours.
Did you want us to take your
Oh,
car?
okay, she rolled well enough. She
Okay.
figured it out.
Okay.
It's rough. You're going about 30 miles per hour.
It's a couple cards.
That's fine. I'm just like, I'm riding in the other seat, you know.
What's up?
It's
Working
a
on
stick.
letters.
She can't figure out how the clutch works.
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
You stall every light.
It's like,
There are no lights, is the sad part.
Just going through a neighborhood, Forever.
Pretty much. So, yeah. So, you get to Lufia. The town is kind of in mourning, but also you run into Lee, who is there kind of talking to the people.
Perfect.
Long time no see.
I'm gonna like jump out of the car in a sort of like dramatic fashion.
And sprain your ankle.
I was like, my car wasn't even the Batmobile. It was a hot rod that I made.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, so I took the hot rod.
You took the hot rod.
Nice.
Blew up the car. Sad days.
So, I'm going to wait to
No.
approach until Aurora gets out of the car, at which point the two of us go up to Lee and the gathering commotion.
So he's basically like, look, you hear him, he's like, look, I'm sorry. This is my little brother. You can believe that he's a fire god, and I can tell you that he is in fact a firebender. But it doesn't matter. He is my little brother.
And the people are mostly to the consensus of the people trying to stop Lee were in the wrong, and that Lee had every right to defend himself. So the people are actually on Lee's side.
Oh, okay. Oh, these are people mourning because their loved ones were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dice.
Yeah, remember that mass suicide with the cult?
Do you remember before that when I cut down like 6 villagers?
And Lee himself put daggers in between the eyes of like 12 to 15 people.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah,
He
glad
tripled your number.
Which is good because it would be way harder to convince people to work with me.
Yeah. Honestly, the townspeople don't even like
Good.
I'm sorry I killed your friends.
it.
Would
So
you
you
consider?
kind of show up, and Lee turns around and says, Russia.
We're following.
Yeah,
you.
we're here actually to talk to them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Actually,
read all
Lee,
about it.
you should probably stick around. You know, are you on your way back to Folk? You're on your way back to Folk?
yeah, I'm just
If you want to hang out with us, we can give you a ride after I'm done.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. There's 2 more seats.
no, it's fine.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
But we'll see you around. Then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was nice seeing you again. How's Humphrey doing?
Good
You
night.
see that Humphrey is kind of just like clinging onto his hand. So like Lee is kind of standing like this.
Oh, and then Humphrey's just
And
like,
then Humphrey's like,
Wait.
How short is Humphrey?
Humphrey is half goblin, half.
Yeah, aren't they like 4 feet tall?
yeah, but he's a
Yeah, but
child.
he's a child.
He's a
Lee is a
child,
half
half
over here?
goblin.
Okay.
Half goblin.
Fair enough.
He is exponentially tall.
I was like,
Not to
wait a
mention,
minute.
Humphrey is maybe like 6. Maybe not even 6. He might be like 5.
You can have
Like,
the
really?
Versus Lee,
You can
who
have
is
the orange one.
16.
There you go.
Fair enough. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm going to pull out All Reliable. I'm going to pull out an orange. I'm going to hand the child. Offer the child an orange.
You can hear Lee. Go for it. You can trust him.
Get the dye in there.
I don't think that's the direction the die goes.
If you ever need anything, feel free to stop by one of our chapels. Okay?
Yay!
The good ones.
Yay.
You're letting the child
He
swing
kind of
you
just
around.
nods at you. And he's like,
It was nice seeing you. Get home safe. Okay. As he starts to like walk away, I'm going to turn to the villagers who are presumably just staring
kinda
at me.
staring, like,
I'd like to use minor illusion and thaumaturgy to make my voice boom and a bright light appear around me. And citizen. Wisdom saving throw.
Citizens!
Why would you do this to me?
You're a cleric, you should have good wisdom.
I'm a rogue first.
You're a cleric too.
I'm a rogue.
You shouldn't dip in cleric if you don't have okay wisdom.
I picked up cleric because of my character story.
Oh, you have something on you. There's no chance.
I put cleric on.
That's a
That's
10.
rough, man.
Oh, wow. That's even better. Because you're still wearing a blue Oni mask.
I thought you took it off.
I literally cannot take it off.
I thought you were
I've
dying
tried.
and you took it off.
I tried.
I'm just gonna call you Sally for that.
But I just rolled a natural one. You go to kind of do this, and you kind of do this like big presence, and
Scare the shit out of everybody there.
you
Yeah.
suddenly
Wait, you said you
realize-
rolled a nat 1?
Yeah.
Then shouldn't I have passed?
No.
Everyone is afraid
You're
of you now.
not rolling for them. You're rolling for you.
There you go.
Hey,
You go to kind of like tell them, and
You're throwing things now.
thaumaturgy, minor illusion, big presence.
Yeah, throw that
That
as
really
more
just
expensive.
feels like an
Got a
intimidating
finger print?
aura.
That's so nice.
The natural one was the failure against that intimidation. You look at these people, they are terrified. And you are simply standing there, confident, proud, with a
Are you
intimidating
farting?
aura.
No. I said, well, if it go woo.
You have the thought is,
Go,
you have the simple thought is like, this is how it should be.
Yay! Welcome to the Crusades, baby! Alright.
I'm just gonna put this in there now.
Do I get to continue my speech now?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You know what? With that little can of worms, there's a couple more lines I'm gonna add.
Can you sit?
Citizens of Pleoria, hope has risen and comes to your shores to liberate you from tyrants and false idols of malice.
Whatever you say!
We welcome you to the dominion of the Free Marches with open arms and warm hearts.
Nope.
The capital of your nation, Greybell, has been left derelict after the ritualistic attempt to revive the fallen god Ignis. Luckily for the land and for the living, Ignis remains among the dead thanks to the swift intervention of the goddess Aurora. And I signal to Aurora.
Wow.
Didn't do shit!
That's
You-
not the point.
You see Aurora, like,
Aurora gets all the credit for everything we
right. She just kind of like, she is actually kind of like starting to.
I'm going to lightly glance at her.
She blends in with my custom
feel like-
leather
oh, shit.
feet.
Quietly whisper.
Come on.
It's okay.
Alright, hold on.
Oh no, am I
Come
Anakin?
on.
Yes.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
I don't
I'm
know.
becoming a Skywalker.
How do you feel about sand?
It's awful.
It's the horse and he gets there.
Started killing young ones?
I'm about to.
Okay. One,
My new empire.
Killed them all. Not just the men, but the women and the children.
So these people look up at you, and the feeling you were expecting was
It was gratitude.
you were expecting gratitude and the desire for these people to want to be liberated by this.
I
However,
forgot.
you feel more satisfaction in seeing them cower, in seeing them really
I think that we're
feel,
gonna get burst
not
by the
feel
end.
like they want to be liberated by you, but feel as if they have.
I see.
You are the chosen one!
Oh, no, I should watch Dune to really get an idea of what's happening here.
Which one? The one with Kyle MacLachlan or the horrible one? The new one?
The new ones.
You will
Disgusting.
have no contest for them joining.
Welcome to our dominion. I will be sending envoys promptly.
Listen, I'll keep.
Hey, should I change my alignment? No? Okay. Cool. Off to the next stop.
Okay. And then we'll go back to Muriel.
I'm looking for a crate.
You pull out I-14.
Yeah.
And
Bingo.
you're gonna roll. You find a simple
I find a
golden
phone.
pennant. It's
The I-14.
it's on a simple leather
Yay!
leather string, but it's just a simple
Lit.
gold circle with a clear crystal in the middle. And that is actually the only thing in this crate.
How big is the crate?
It's a large. It's a standard like large. It's probably about the size.
So
of
why is there only the amulet?
He had a sense of humor.
Nope. You could always go back and read the inventory. You want to roll? Oh, and I know it's terrible not getting everything you want all the time, huh? Careful.
I am not gonna put it on. I'll carry it. I'm also gonna go back and look for other items, just in case that there's something better, because I'm really looking for something that'll boost my armor class.
Okay. So you head back to the inventory sheet. Do you want to look for anything more about the amulet of spell absorption, or
Sure.
do you want to just look for like a ring of protection?
I will do both.
Okay. So you make a investigation.
Nat 20.
Damn.
Okay. So you find that they have an assortment of rings of protection. The highest they have, though, is a +2.
Okay.
Additionally, you find that you find basically a blurb about the amulet that basically just says, while you wear this amulet, you take half the amount of damage from your spells. As long as it doesn't do that.
Ah, children.
That's the joy of a toddler.
Hello?
He knows. The audience now sees. Oh,
I pull that, something happens.
It's the thing needs to be tilted up. The top part.
No, this is fun. Alright. So, it simply says, wearing this amulet halves the amount of magic damage you take.
Okay.
This includes single target and AoE.
Okay.
So anytime you're hit with a magic that would deal damage, it'll only be
Cool. How many rings of protection do they have? Where's a ring stack? No, I don't think I would stack them, but I would probably take them all so that I can like
dish them out.
dish them out.
Hero turns into
They
a
only
lesbian.
have 4 in stock.
Yeah. You only have 4? Okay, I'll take all 4. And then I'm also. I'll keep track of. I'll keep hold of the amulet. I don't think I'm gonna put it on quite yet, just because it's a little bit more complicated than just the ring of protection, and we are way too familiar with cursed items. Like way too familiar.
What do you mean? Cursed items never
Oh,
here.
no,
I don't know what that's like. I'm not making a meme right now.
No. And then I'm also gonna look to see if they have like a great axe that's better than the great axe that I already have, which
What is
is
your
non-magic.
They have, at most, a +2 grade action.
Okay, I'll take that too. No one else is using it.
Additionally, this great axe is made of steel, so it has the condition that if it is under the effect of heat metal, the wielder does not take damage.
Me too, bro. Me too.
But
I don't think that's how that works, you know?
Well, usually, if you're holding an object that has the heat metal cast on it, you're supposed to take damage.
Yes, and the metal axe you heat metal with. If you use
steel still gets hot when
Yeah.
you heat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I know.
Alright.
So,
Anything else you want to do? Give me one more.
I'm just gonna look around the town, see if there's anything interesting.
Interesting.
Maybe look for why the lamps are the way they are, or something. I don't know.
Oh, do you want to investigate the streetlights?
Yes,
Yeah.
because they're funky.
So make a investigation check.
18.
No, 18. 100%. These streetlights are a weird catch. There's something.
Okay.
And they lead into the city up north.
Okay, so I'll go up north.
Okay. Fez,
Go to the north.
you forge yourself. What metal did you want to use? Did you want to use the iron, the steel, or the black metal?
Would I recognize the black metal?
Would you like to?
Yes.
Go ahead and make an intelligence save. Don't add proficiency. Dude, why are you trying to get on my bone?
Excuse me, what's that?
23. Without proficiency.
Is what?
23 without proficiency.
23?
Well, it's a +5 modifier and I rolled an 18.
Oh, and so you take 12 points of psychic damage.
I'm gonna need to find some way to help that.
Yeah.
It's over there. And you know that this black metal is called dark steel. This has the special property of which you can absorb a damage type from it. Be it radiant, necrotic, fire, or suppress. Additionally, you can then output
These
that
assholes
damage.
catching up to me.
So, kind of like the Black Panther
Yeah.
kind of like the Black Panther.
Mhm.
Go with that.
So I'm probably gonna do that.
So, you make yourself a set of. What are you looking to make? You said medium armor, like breastplate or like half plate,
I mean,
scale mail.
I want armor, but something that wouldn't impact, like,
Sneaky.
yeah, which is not very easy.
I would say half plate. That's not an option.
We can scale now.
Let me see.
Disadvantage.
Although I do have dimension door.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see. So, hided, a chain skirt, a breastplate. So yeah, hide, chain skirt, and breastplate don't give you disadvantage on stuff. So do you want to do a breastplate?
Yeah.
Okay. So, breastplate is 14 is your AC plus Dex with a maximum of 2. However, it is going to count as plus 1. Actually, I do need you to make a. What check is this?
So wait, it would only be +1 to my armor class?
No. It's 14 plus your Dex plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then it would be 17.
What is your character?
But if you make
It's 14.
what is a survival check, I guess. What is the craft skill? Survival.
Hey, 18. That's pretty good.
We'll say it is plus 2 instead of just a plus 1.
Okay. Nice.
And in the effort of getting Daniel home, we'll go to cabin after a deed and so, Paragon,
Mhm.
what would you like to learn?
So I kind of got a basis for some good questions. I want to keep that book with me so I
Okay.
can keep going through it and maybe.
I'm gonna steal it from the library?
Yep.
Get more stuff later.
Yeah. And then I want to go see if I can find anything on like. Like mutation kind of stuff, like me.
Oh,
Creation, something
okay.
like that. See what,
So,
if there's anything there in the, like that
go ahead
in
and
this
make
library.
an investigation.
Can I have my dice? Thank you. Investigation. It's still a -1, but maybe I can roll that 20 again. I didn't. It's an 8 for a 7.
You do not find a book about manual hybrids.
Take my book and just.
If you want to, I'll give you one more blurb of information if there's something you want to learn.
I want.
It can either be a question about the gods or a question about. It can be a question about other gods or a question about El Dorado itself.
Because Rex knows where to get all of the keys, right? So we don't have to like know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, something on like El Dorado itself, what we could maybe actually expect, or
We'll say
anything
you
dangerous.
you get to know the key pieces and what each key piece does for you.
Okay.
So if you want, you can come back here and look, or I can send it and text to you later.
Text me later. That way we know.
Yeah.
Tusk.
Yes.
Dr. Mitsubishi seems to be finishing up this translator.
Done.
You and Galahad have been talking kind of about,
A little bit of everything.
yeah.
I'm just trying to get a basic understanding of this world.
And as he is trying to get a basic understanding of yours. Is there anything you wanted to do? See? Aplana is a totally different can of worms.
A what?
Aplana, the country you guys are in, is a totally different can of worms from the rest of the world. For instance, the world is set in like maybe late 1800s. It is-
Late 18 or late
Huh?
late 18? So there's steampunk. There's
Aplana, yes.
Uh-huh. In Aplana? Yeah. Aplana's on the brink of like 1920s era stuff.
Okay.
They
In
are
that case, then.
leaps and bounds, but not as far ahead as you need.
Rather, I am.
He got that natural product.
'Cause I'm about to have some real. I'm about to have some real fun. Galahad, out of curiosity, I was wondering. Do you happen to know another artificer other than Dr. Mitsubishi, or would you solely go to him for anything?
I know. I know of another. But Dr. Mitsubishi is the only one I would go to.
I'm gonna reach for my sidearm. I'm gonna unload it. Pop out a bullet. Do you think it'd be possible for him or the other artificer you know to create more of these?
As you say that, Dr. Mitsubishi reaches over and grabs the bullet from you. Says, I think I could make one of these. You don't need to go to Dr. Info. He's wasting time. And he kind of sets the bullet down.
Light rifle-y?
Galahad kind of leans over to you. Dr. Evil is the god of inventions.
Ah. Slight rifle. Well, and then I'm gonna load it back up. Actually, while we're thinking about that too, though, takes out sniper rifle, takes a round out of there.
You literally, the sound, you hear Dr. Mitsubishi go, whoa! What a tarnation is that?
It's a good sound.
This
It's fun to make
is
it
my
good.
trusty companion, my sniper rifle.
He takes the whole thing from you.
No, no.
You don't
Not-
even realize
no.
it's happened until he's got it at his table. He's like, when I'm done with your translator, I'm gonna take care of this for you too. Don't worry.
I don't need that fixed. It's fine. It
Dude.
works.
Dude.
I need ammunition for it so I can continually use it.
So I can continue.
That's what I care more about.
Translates.
Sorry, because we still got.
Yeah. I just figured I'd put it out there. That Galahad is translating back and forth. Dr.
I figure I can
Mitsubishi-
kind of pick up on some of these context clues. Like, okay, no, this man's crazy. Actually,
Yeah.
hold up.
Dr. Mitsubishi is like, don't worry, I won't mess with it.
Dude.
So he will build you. We'll say officially, so that way you can leave. The end of your little story is you're gonna get a translator.
Dope.
Your sniper rifle is going to get a +2 weapon.
Oh, says magic, huh?
No, it's not magic. This is physical enhancement. Your ammunition are now incendiary shots for your sniper rifle. And on top of the damage it will deal, it'll now deal 1d6 acid.
Okay, you're gonna have to go slow. I gotta type all this. Incendiary rounds. 1d6.
So yeah, it'll deal an
Damage.
additional 1d6 acid damage. That turn your damage.
Alright, does he do anything with the small arms rounds?
He does. He creates
He has ruined the table.
boatload of these ammunitions.
No, we're
And he's
not
going
gonna
to
throw it.
ship you guys back with a crate of 200 single bullets. So they're not in a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to manually load them into magazines.
I
But
feel like I should give him my magazine so he can make more of these for me too.
but he does have this little. He basically has this little like magnet clamp where it fits the exact number for your magazine. So all you basically do is, if you just have these bullets in your pocket, you basically take this little magnet stick, fring, shing, and then your magazine's reloaded.
Dope.
So, additionally, he sends you with another one of these sniper rifles and another sidearm, and he instructs you to give them to Villarreal.
Dope.
Because he knows Eclipse gave her a crude rifle and a
I
pistol.
feel like I probably shouldn't trust you with this, but you know, I will. I'm gonna pull out a flashlight.
Incredible. Produces light on its own?
Yeah.
Is it magic?
No, technology based.
It's
Magic doesn't
technology-based.
really exist.
He
where
reaches
I'm
over
from.
and he pulls out a flashlight. And he hands it to you. Magic based.
Sorry.
You for a trade.
I am curious. Part of being an operative is that we're highly intelligent. So
yeah. So you
my race isn't, but I am.
as I say, you open this open the same way as yours. Inside where your battery would be
Mm-hmm.
is a clear crystal with like a slight yellow tint.
It's a lightsaber.
Oh, very different, but very familiar.
I know it's. That's so. Your electricity is physical. You harvest it from energy, right? Our electricity is arcane.
Huh.
Fascinating. Oh, but thanks for. He's like, thanks for opening it, though, and pulls out this like clearish, like yellowish crystal, and he basically chucks it. Pulls out a bright yellow crystal and loads it in. He's like, that one was about dead.
Oh. Works about the same as a battery. Sadly, that one, when it dies, it has to be recharged. However, I don't have a
I
charger
don't.
for it anymore.
Fancy.
I know he's got one of the
As
fancy
it was
ones.
destroyed on my craft.
Don't know if I'd be
He's not
able
just
to
wasting
charge it.
Duracells, you know?
I could probably
But you
If
put
you
think of
want,
a way.
let me keep this, and I'll figure it out for you.
I'll let you figure that out. You're probably better at that than I am. So, do I have anything else I want to try to hand him out? Hand him to try to make life
Poisoning
easy?
this earth.
Keep in mind that most of the stuff that was on the ship, refugees, grenades,
Yeah, I didn't.
he made all those.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I was just trying to think. I'm like, the only thing I have on me is binders and a med patch. I'm like, yeah, you don't need those.
But yeah. So other than that, you will load back in, and then you will make your way back towards the party. So
Alrighty.
you can say goodnight. I'll let you go home so you're not dying of allergies.
So I've been getting periodically lightheaded, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably better.
Adios.
Will you turn the camera for me as you leave, Tim?
I can indeed.
Good night, Daniel.
Okay, guys.
Good night.
Right for the camera.
Night.
How do you want me to angle it?
Just a little bit.
This way? Alright.
Thanks. Right. Night.
Okay.
Then with that, we'll move back to Rasha.
Sorry, I'm still reeling from going down, beginning my path down the Anakin Skywalker pipeline.
Dude, we thought you were on Emperor Palpatine too. Good job.
Yeah, I'm
You did
both.
it all by yourself.
I didn't think Rasha was competent, but now I do.
Didn't even need a Palpatine.
So we go to the next town.
So you
Should I make a whiz save preemptively?
A whiz save? Just
Because of the mask and how it had me act at the last one.
So are you heading down to Dorado, or are you gonna go to Elliver?
We're bringing a little Paula Clark.
Illiburn and then to Drawden and then Greyville and then we'd go back up towards Greyville.
Nice.
Downtown.
No hitting.
So Illibur and then
And
Drawden.
then
Should I make a whiz save preemptively for my attitude for this one?
yes.
Yeah, I figured. Do I have
I'm glad you
disadvantage?
get my references.
No? Okay.
Perfect.
You're still inherently good.
Of course.
Oh, that's a nat 13.
What I'm here for.
Well, you know what? That's an auto pass.
Something bad happens.
Alright.
You're something bad.
You know, you're probably
Is
curly little monster.
you kind of shake off to yourself. You're like, okay, I need to not
Not try
I need to
to
not
scare these people.
try to scare anybody. I need to just
Oh,
come in,
I did it.
calm, collected, level-headed.
He's thinking about it now.
He's gonna run back over.
You hear.
Do I need to make another save?
Wow.
Before I actually approach the town, we're there, but I'm going to turn to Aurora. Was that too much before?
I didn't realize that. The plan was to credit me with
See,
it.
you got it. Wow.
So Aurora has no problems with her essentially just intimidating the entire town.
Did Padme have trouble when he slaughtered those sand people?
I don't know. I haven't watched the
God damn it, Karen! It's on the list.
I've watched the first 3 Star Wars movies.
Let's just say
But I
that.
have not watched the
like
prequels.
4 or
She
5.
didn't notice.
4,
Yeah,
5,
she was
and
a little
6.
distracted.
The first 3.
Oh, you're saying you said
Good
the
job.
first 3.
Good job. I need to clarify. that's the correct.
You're right.
Yeah.
It came out.
That's why I don't know whether or not Padme had a problem.
So
Dice?
I guess I wasn't really intending to, but it felt like a good way of giving them hope, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's
So the
what they
young
need in
wings
these
next,
towns.
why
And
don't
we
Anakin would never.
On your own, you don't need to do it.
It's a Jedi Master.
well, what do you want me to say that I did it?
Well, I mean,
Anakin,
think
what
about
are we gonna
Borealis
do?
and Shido. Think about the hope you instilled in those people.
Hope.
That was like a year and a half ago.
A New Hope. Hey, we could bring in a title.
Hey, 14.
No, she has to die first.
You hear what sounds like the voice of a small child.
Oh no.
And you hear it. You hear it say, "Yes, Russia. I know you're not technically a goddess, but I felt it appropriate to pray to you and say thank you. You've made us all much happier."
What the fuck was that?
You're influencing children?
You try to take off the mask.
I'm
You're
pulling out the mask.
indoctrinating
Yeah.
the children.
Make one more wisdom saving.
16.
You, as you go to take off the mask, Comes off my hands.
So can I go?
There's a brief moment where you're like, you hear the winds stop. But then you hear another voice.
Nope.
Miss Rush. No, technically not a goddess. You're doing roll as well. You're a goddess of hope. Not
In your
Tell your girlfriend.
I'm going insane.
Rasha
your
kind of looks at you.
girlfriend.
Aurora.
Aurora kind of looks at you.
Rasha looks in the mirror.
Rasha, are you okay? See Jar like taking you off the mask.
I'm going to kiss her.
Okay.
Interesting move.
Yeah, quit the move.
She's been wanting to do it for
Just
like
like
3
Owen.
days.
She turned bright red. She wasn't ready for that though. She was not ready right then.
Aurora, darling,
Oh.
I need to see a therapist.
I have been stuck with this thing on my face since I put it on.
Wow.
And I started
Oh,
hearing the wind
pumpkin.
and voices and myself. And now I'm hearing other voices. But I can take the mask off now.
Wait. So while you were wearing the mask, you heard wind and your voice, and now you're hearing other voices. What are they saying?
They say
They're
thanks mostly. They're saying Miss Rasha.
You see Aurora go wide-eyed.
They're saying Miss Rasha.
My girlfriend's as crazy as me.
You're not God, but like
You're hearing prayers.
I shouldn't be hearing prayers. I'm insane.
No, no.
Look at us.
Can't you be
That's-
both?
That's something
Anakin was.
God
That's true.
Those midi-chlorians really messed him up.
God receive the prayers. That's what makes it God's powerful. That's what gods derive their power from. I've been hearing them since we've restored Borealis. It's been a very long time since I've heard them. And I was a little shocked at first, but
Wait, did I take your job?
No, I'm being prayed to as the goddess of peace.
What did you get prayed to? Dear Miss
Then what am
Martha, this girl
Wait,
Susie
oh,
is
should
a
I make an
bitch.
int check?
Yeah, make it
Okay.
Can you smite her for me?
Oh, well, that's a good roll.
You heard
Hugs and kisses.
the guy
Mhm.
that you heard. He said, he called you specifically. He said, you're the goddess of hope in my eyes. Rasha Bormal is now the goddess of hope. And has taken half the title from Aurora. However, it has not affected Aurora
Because she's still
Aurora
a
is
god.
receiving praise as the goddess of peace.
Dear Miss Martha, for Christmas, I would like,
A bicycle without
No.
swinging wheels.
and
It's-
I would like to know how to
They're
ride the
lesbian
bike
unicycles,
without
first of all.
swinging wheels.
And they move like a bicycle because they hold hands.
Yeah.
Only you move.
Also,
No.
There's
So,
two wheels and they
so,
hold hands. Like this.
That's
If you're both on a
Aurora.
unicycle and
I
you're holding
would
hands,
also like
No,
to
no.
You're-
No.
Right?
Aurora's in front, but she's facing
Me?
back, and I'm in
I
back,
don't
but
want
facing
that.
front.
I don't want her
So we're going
anymore.
like the line,
Unicycle.
like a bicycle,
She won't ride
but
it.
she's riding in reverse
Oh.
because she's the bottom.
I was gonna make it and then you beat me to it. Damn it! Well, whatever, it's
Throw
fine.
my crayon.
Anyways,
Just the yellow ones. I can't make sums.
Does that count as fruity?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
100%
That is totally fruity.
anyways.
Cool.
So, yeah.
If that's
Um,
not fruity,
Confused
nothing
elongated
is.
silence.
You
what I
now
need.
have access to your own personalized
Oh my goodness.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Why no?
What's up? Are you ready? Are you trying to tell me you're ready for bed, kiddo? No? Are you sure? You sure seem like that.
We can go over the
Miss Roach.
details for it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's it. You,
Okay.
you just have access to
My
those
neighbor
spots.
Dave.
You also basically
He's
have
a real
access to
son
the
bitch.
Intervention.
He
Like,
keeps
it's
letting
it's a
his
cleric
dog
feature,
shit
Okay.
on my lawn.
but you get to do it yourself.
Make sure all his files.
Very confused.
And then he stubs his toe.
So am I my own?
Another
They
day.
called you.
So he thinks that nothing's going on.
Move
I
all
forgot
his
to put
furniture
the
into
K
his
on there.
house. An inch to the left. So I won't even notice.
So
He just thinks he's
Uh,
going
And this
crazy.
time.
this is why I didn't have to change your language. Changing it back.
I understand.
Anyway, that's all. Hope you're doing
you
fine.
can now
Oh,
engage
man.
without fear of becoming hostile. and
I'm gonna go back to that other town after going through. I'm gonna like make another stop by them and be like, "Hey, I was possessed, but we're good."
Just casually.
Maybe not word it like that. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that makes all the horrible things you did so much better.
Okay, I didn't do anything horrible. I just made it seem like something horrible was happening.
I was just very scary.
I was spooky.
but with that, we'll get back to
Do you think I'm scary?
Muriel.
Yeah.
You wanted to go find. Let's see. You grabbed the
I was looking
protection,
at
where
I
are
was
you going?
looking at the lamps.
The lamps, yes. So you're heading towards the city,
Going
towards
north.
the north. So first
Going to
thing
the
you
north.
realize is
Supposed
that
to
this
put telling each other where we're going.
this
Mhm.
definitely is a rib cage.
We have to
And
go back to the
it
ship
is
at some
extending
point.
the whole way.
That's a big rib cage.
It is so
That's
not,
bigger than a whale rib cage.
A whale
yeah.
rib cage?
A whale whip
I was
cage?
saying, 'cause not
Whale
only,
rib cage.
not only
Whales
are
got
these
the whip
rib
cages?
bones like 8 feet tall, but they're at least 8 feet apart
Oh,
too.
that's maybe the blue whale whip cage.
And they've spiraled out
You know what? I
from
hate you
the
guys.
they've spiraled out from the town, and after what feels like miles, you get to the coast city, kind of coming
It's the
over
ocean!
another hill. And yeah, you see an ocean and this.
But does
It
Muriel
is
just
a whale rib cage.
does Muriel just start
and-
like porpoising in it or something? Like
But what you say, because you're on a slight hill and you get to look down into the city. And the big thing you notice, I know you're giving me tired looks. Are you ready for the name?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
he's in
That's the real answer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
he's
Alright,
undecided.
so the first thing you notice, however, is that this rib cage extends down into the water.
I get to go in the water.
And get eaten by the kraken.
Yay.
We're all just wandering around. Where's Muriel? I don't see her.
Where Muriel go?
In a minute.
How am I going to explain this to the rest of the team?
So
So I'm
What's
a
up?
god.
We were like, oh, Rasha has gotten a bigger
So-
ego.
Mhm.
are you gonna sit? Are you gonna?
She used to be so
investigate
humble.
the city, or are you just gonna
Did
follow
she?
the ribs?
Did he bite you?
No, he jumped on my shin, on like the back of my shin. Yeah, that hurt. No, that didn't hurt.
I want to go in the water. I want to
Yeah.
keep following the ribs.
Okay.
If they
make
go
a
away, I'll
perception
go
check.
Perception.
That's a good die.
Yeah. It's in a good mood today.
But it wasn't a third nat 20.
No, that's okay though. A third nat 20 would be sketchy.
The chair.
23?
23.
Yeah.
As you walk through, you see that they're basically just everyday people who are just kind of like watching you. The
Being stared
expression
at.
on their face seems like you seem familiar.
But I shouldn't because there are no tritons. So that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So you follow the ribs. You kind of walk out and you're going in the beach.
Okay, 1 second. I haven't been to the city before, have I?
No.
Okay. I haven't like gone and like committed a crime. Okay.
I have to keep track.
You came from the other side of the continent.
Okay.
Or the other side
Cool.
of the planet.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just keep walking even though I'm being stared at.
You are following the rib cage. The beach is fairly crowded, and people kind of seem to take notice of you and like steer clear of you. And you follow this rib
Is this
cage,
just like Pangea?
Yes.
and as like right as you think you're about to hit the end of it, it hits a drop off.
Okay.
And looking down, you see that the rib cage extends at least a little ways, but you now see the skull. And it is not a creature that you have seen in your lifetime.
Can I make my way down there to see if I can?
Did you peel off my wall, kid?
Yes. To see if I can just look at it more, maybe figure out what it is. I'll probably just try to collect some sort of bone sample and bring it to Fez or some smart person. But
You do
I'm
like
gonna look at it.
you make like the drawing, but you can't draw, so you just show it to her. It's just like, look, can you figure it out? And I'm like, no.
So you go down and you look at this head. I want you to make a history.
No, it wasn't a turtle.
History check. Let me look.
It's gotta be like a snake or
You
something.
actually have
If it has a rib cage like that.
I have advantage. That's good. 17.
17. You, as you get down to this head, the head of this thing, you have a sudden flashback to what it looked like when it had flesh. And you you know this thing is called.
Yes, I'm so abused because I can't go dumpster diving.
She just wants to play with garbage.
She just wants to play with garbage.
Who doesn't?
What, no Sesame Street when you were growing up? Were you
No.
that depraved?
Yes.
I'm actually with Karen on this one.
What?
This monster.
I had Veggie Tales.
Oh,
Okay,
love Veggie Tales.
I didn't have that.
I just
You
had
have
DVDs,
No, I didn't.
and most of them were Veggie Tales.
Where is
This,
my camera?
you know, this monstrosity.
I only did
is
Veggie
called
Tales at Sunday
a
school
Dalmor.
though, which was weird, but you know.
This particular
Dalmor.
thing is known as an elder
It's
Dalmor.
Lord of the, not Lord of the
Sold.
Rings, but the-
Because
Thank
it
you,
is
Karen.
bigger than
You watched
gargantuan.
Indiana Jones this summer?
no, the,
Okay.
the vegetable
As you
version of
come
Indiana
down to the
Jones.
skull, however, you see
Where the Canadians are the
in
Nazis.
basically in
Lord of the Rings.
the middle of its
Yes,
dome,
I did. It was Lord of the
it
Beans.
has
Of course
a
it was.
almost.
Sure, they've
almost- I'd
seen
say
Lord of the
skull
Beans,
itself
but they
is
haven't
huge. It
seen.
is maybe 20 feet
Slave.
and probably 15 feet.
Okay.
In the middle of its skull, however, is a probably like a maybe like 2 foot wide and an 8 foot long, perfectly cut out. Like you can tell that this whatever this
Whatever this
gash
thing
is, was what killed it.
Okay. So cool.
There's always a
Do I
bigger
know
fish.
what this? Okay, you
Another
just told me the
reference,
name,
okay.
but I've forgotten it.
An elder Dalmor.
Do I know what a Dalmander sort of did, like in the ocean? Like, yeah.
You know that the Dalmander is not an ocean.
Okay.
This is actually a subterranean horror.
Yeah, we just need
This
to burn
thing-
the planet.
That is there's only known to be one, and you just you know that it used to terrorize the surface.
Okay. So the surface killed it. Coolio. Okay.
It would certainly terrorize people.
I'm trying to think of what else I might want to do here. Because this is cool. It's obviously not secret, but it's cool.
Well, based off of where you are, like how far out you've gone, you realize that nobody else is out this far. Like, from
So
the city,
nobody has accidentally
nobody
wandered
has
over
accidentally
here.
wandered over and found this.
Okay. Cool.
Most just assume that it goes down.
Okay.
And to be fair, it kind of does.
We just happen to be one of those lucky people who can breathe underwater.
Whoa. I don't know. Is there anything I don't want to say is there anything I should do here, but I can't really think of anything I should do here.
I mean, if you want to the tooth, the one tooth is roughly the size of Mary.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'll
that
take-
would be an awesome greatsword.
Yeah, I'll take a tooth.
Yeah.
So you take off the tooth,
And walk back through the town.
make a athletics check.
I didn't like that.
No, that was the lowest roll I've gotten
You-
today.
There was a little hand that went up.
Athletics Excuse you?
Okay.
17?
17.
I feel
You
violated.
pull this tooth off, and you start to sink.
Great.
That's like Owen was putting his hand behind the chair and he went like that.
Good.
And I was like, because I was not expecting that.
Can I try to adjust my grip so I'm not sinking? Or should I just start moving?
Swim faster.
Make another athletics check.
Swim faster.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I don't remember my athletics modifier. 25.
25. All right, there you go. You manage to kind of like readjust your grip and kind of like hold it in a slightly more aerodynamic,
Sustainable angle.
angle, and manage to swim up and then kind of to the drop off until you manage to kind of throw yourself onto ocean floor and walk the way back.
Slay.
Fez,
Mm-hmm.
you successfully made a breastplate out of the dark stone.
Lovely. I need to find something to do about me taking damage every time I use the Fez power.
That's not gonna
That's not gonna go.
It is a chronic illness that comes as a
It is
condition
part
of
of
your
the
deal.
condition of the
Mhm.
deal.
I can't make like a special draft I can take a sip of when that happens.
I mean, you can make health potions.
Yeah.
I just carry a bunch of health potions. I
You can
can't.
look for health potions.
You know what? I'm gonna find an apothecary and just make a shit ton of health potions.
Apothecary.
Apothecary of make just a lot of health potions and put them in my bag holding.
Make an investigation.
That was a bad roll. Oh, 14. Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You find the Black Cat Tavern,
19.
the only populated building in this city
19.
with
Yeah,
the
19
handsomest men ever.
You find
And this hobbit of a
Apothecary.
wife.
and they have a stock of 25 health potions. They come and say, all except for one comes in bundles of 4. And then you have a single potion that was just separate and wasn't wanted for some. Probably the extra stuff.
Okay.
I shouldn't have rolled that. Oh well.
Did you waste a nat 20?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
And are there like supplies that I could use to make more health potions?
Go ahead and make an perception.
Just because I imagine this is gonna be a kind of recurrent.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you don't always have to use the feature. The feature's only for if you really want to
That's a nat one.
No.
they
No.
not only do you not find any, you actually find out that they were out of what it takes to restore.
Oh.
Wow. Love that.
25 and that was it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Keep the book with me, and I'll head back out and see that no one's around.
No one.
Sleepy?
I'm still in town.
And since this seems to be a deserted town,
It's getting kind of
and
dark
seeing how
out.
stacked my friends and group mates are, I would just, see if there was anything of value lying around in places.
Make a perception check.
Possesses Baragon, and they steal the city.
There's no one here.
He's gonna claim a
Perception?
home.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. It was almost a natural 20. 16.
16.
Fooled me.
At first, you don't notice anything. You don't notice anything of value.
Untrained
interest,
eyes,
and until you realize that all of these houses are exactly the same. The library you just came out of, the blacksmith shop you watched Muriel and Fez go into.
So you saw me.
Yeah.
All of these buildings are exactly the same.
That's so weird.
American is thinking it's just like the thing in A Wrinkle in Time.
It's like that Wrinkle in Time. I read that.
The movie?
I couldn't read back then. I had to watch the movie. Okay. Weird.
Where it's like all of the buildings are the exact same, and then the center of the city, there's this giant building with a giant brain in it that is hypnotizing everybody. Yeah, scary,
It was
creepy.
It was a creepy look, you know.
Anything else you want to do, Brandon?
I'll just go find. I'll go find Fez.
Go find Fez?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say you meet up with Fez at the apothecary. Russia.
Hi, Fez. Can I go with you?
I'm
Are you tired?
I'll be super quiet. I promise. What are you doing?
I was looking for some health potions.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
I cleaned out the place.
It makes sense because I don't see anything.
Does anybody have a particular
that's funny.
interest in those?
So you head
I see you have some
into
books. Or able.
Yeah,
You
I
can
go
read?
into Illibird.
I already made that joke.
as you're like kind of like getting ready, Aurora kind of comes up. And
It's
remember,
difficult for me.
Friendly.
the goddess of hope. Do yourself a favor.
Remember, I before E.
Except
But it's always in front of here and I don't understand.
Why is though and through different?
and weird. That's weird.
I'm trying to think. So my Eldritch
I
Blast.
don't even understand. This means here, but this also means here.
There's there
Washer's
and
not
there.
really sure like
I don't get it.
what would be the ideal thing for it,
What do you
but
mean?
it's probably like something akin to just like a beam of light. Very traditional, like celestial.
Who's over there?
So, do I have the town's attention? Probably
I'm
not.
sure I can crack something.
You
Found us
as
with
you walk
Because
in,
we got
and
kicked out
like
of the city.
the town seems to like take notice of you, and they seem to like.
I'm sure sure there's something I can make for you. I made this breastplate of course.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the script that Rasha wrote for the other town.
Quick, Chris. I like
Alright,
the invite.
let's see. Let's see what can
And we're
make
actually
it.
gonna stay on script this time.
Has no soul but makes it pretty.
This gold inlay is a good touch.
Mhm.
You know, the
Is it
thing
fun?
is that the script wasn't all that different. There's just a little bit more emphasis on certain things. Thaumaturgy,
That's how I do the
illusions.
dishes.
If I need to, Eldritch Blast up into the sky.
It's an old dishwasher. Like it's not running. Give it a second.
Citizens of Pleoria, hope has come
Percussive maintenance.
to your shores to liberate you from tyrants and idols of malice. We welcome you to the, I guess Dominion's not the right word. We welcome you into the open arms of the Free Marches.
You know?
The capital of your nation, Greybell, has been left
Doesn't
derelict
sound so-
after
yeah.
a ritualistic
Yeah, I was like,
attempt
it's a
to revive the fallen god Ignis. Luckily for the land and for the living, Ignis remains among the dead thanks to the swift intervention of, and like she would start to like signal towards Aurora and go,
Aurora goes, the goddess of hope, Rasha.
You're nice.
Ta-da!
"Ta-da."
And myself, the goddess of peace, Aurora.
And more.
And then walk by.
I didn't think you'd
As
stop
they're
right
really
behind
excited.
me.
Tuscan building.
No, no.
Yeah, who also almost killed everybody, so.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it's
We
not
deserve
like,
to take some of the credit. They almost killed us.
right. And I mean, I can't just
And
say
they're
like
not just fired.
this alien showed up and killed this thing. Work for me. Like
Yeah.
Oh no, he found the.
it doesn't inspire.
Hey, no hitting.
Just take the spatula from him.
But you
Maybe
could.
it's-
If he hits you.
Yeah. I'm just poking.
Do I need
It
to
was
make a
actually
roll?
quite entertaining.
Nope.
Especially when Gab
Everybody
had no
seems-
clue.
You know, Varian's like, oh,
Keep going.
yeah, okay. Two gods said they're taking the country. Sounds fine.
Very nonchalant, just like
I mean,
Happens.
how would
One
you
God
react
ruler.
if God took over America?
Well, to be fair,
To be fair.
they were all under
To be fair.
the rule of
To be fair,
priestess of Ignis,
And
who was more so brainwashing and using them as human sacrifices.
Oh no.
and that's different from America's election, how?
Oh, I was talking
Ooh.
That's all
more
about
so
Aurora.
referring to Russia.
Rasha's
Aurora.
election.
This
I think there's gonna be
is-
some
is the
adjustments
essential.
needed.
Yeah, keep going.
Perfect.
Cool. Then I say that
And you
He
head
said,
down
what happens
to,
if I put it
I head
around
down
me and
to
I
the
run?
it's
It's all
Dorado, then Greyvale, Greyvale.
and you give them the same speech.
I think I just go.
Same speeches. I'll go back up to Lufia.
As you get into
Karen's gonna break that stick, small child.
Rayville,
Oh,
you
smash
see that the people there are
Good thing I won.
very, they just seem, they seem less at ease. Not with you,
Just in
but
general.
just with the area.
He did not know how to respond.
Citizens of Greyvale,
She was
is there
too
something
stunned.
that ails you?
You see they all kind of, you hear like the murmurs and like the whispers back and forth as everybody kind of like goes around, and finally someone steps forward and is like, well,
He's being like a little water
there's been
witch.
some disturbances.
He's like, "Oh,
The land is west. Just fogs rolling in without warning. Basically blinds the town. No one can see more than a
hand in front of their face.
Yeah, weather's a bitch. Again.
Our
Yeah.
area is usually
And
sunny.
every year they're surprised by it.
But as
Just
of,
like us
as
in
of
the
late,
Mm-hmm.
these fogs have rolled in. People say they can hear footsteps going through the fogs.
Where is this coming from? Originally from the west?
From the land's west.
Oh no.
So from
Towards
the
the-
Funky. Those are the
Yeah.
funky.
That's where the vampires are.
Blaine Manor.
Blamere.
You haven't even seen.
No, I haven't.
Like,
Does that, like Blaine Manor Lake, does that
honestly,
pique any
it
interest
really is.
for Rasha or what? No.
Super massive
Aurora
hole.
seems to go-
Incredible.
seems intrigued by the situation.
But nothing's
nothing
okay.
resonates.
Okay. I have some further announcements to make.
You're ready for bed. It was not here to put you down. The pump is busy. No, you don't need to.
Look, a poisonous plant.
Yummy.
I've eaten it, they're fine. I lived. And I survived with
You
only
don't see the
survival
fish?
brain damage.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I have further announcements to make. However, Aurora and I will be returning shortly to look into this more extensively.
Kind of like.
Is there something I
So
can I summon Felix?
you say you can call Phoenix. You don't actually summon him.
Right. Well, I mean, that I don't know the extent of it because I like
Well, I
tap
have
on
to
the
download.
rock.
You tap on the rock a couple times. What? You didn't want me to hold you?
And Denver dog. And roll. And play dead.
He suffers.
So.
You wouldn't believe how he
Come here.
It's a good movie.
You want me to hold you? You gotta let me hold you then. I know you're so tired.
I know my calls the other day, my mom had this bug bite, and my nana was like, just put some Windex on it. I'm like, this is why I love you.
He's like, no.
Are you a Vic's family?
So, you
Do you
hear
fall into
Felix's
that
voice like,
Hispanic
Masha,
Latin?
is that
Or
you?
Vicks.
It's me.
What's up?
Use Vic.
I wanted to see if I could get you to do me a favor.
For some things,
Um,
you know.
You fall into that.
I can't
Not for
like right now, or-
Ideally, I mean, it's not going to be a long thing. I kind of need somebody to be present
It's like, no,
and
we actually
I
use
guess
Windex.
babysit, and also
Sore throat, Windex, you know.
there's some information about something going on that we wanted to see
Going out
if
for
maybe
dates.
you would have any idea of what's happening. You're very well read, so
I don't know. Busy? Maybe I could check it later?
sure. No, that's fine. Is everything all right on your end?
I'm just busy.
Do I need to worry about my child?
Make an insight check.
I'm going to make an insight. Russia's had a day. You know, dos on the die.
Dos.
Let me see what that magic number rounds up
I
to.
don't have a rock for contacting him either.
No, he gave me the rock.
Which is kind of weird considering I'm the one with the kid. But, you know, whatever.
Well,
He gave me the rock before
The kid.
the kid watching. Also, isn't
Before
Bella?
the
is- Bella's in,
horrified
with
babysitter.
Felix.
I thought Bella was with Felix. Where
no,
the hell is
Bella's
Bella?
in Borealis.
Yeah.
Who's watching my child?
The church.
We gotta
If
go.
it makes you feel
Jug is
better,
also there.
you left her there to be
Rug.
watched
Rug is also
by
there.
the goddess of death because she was like, "Oh, a child, how much fun, how fun!" and was having a great time with her.
No, you're right. That sounds
In
about right.
reality, Bella is actually on the Dragonator and has been a stowaway the whole time, and Rex has been looking after her.
So Rex has just been
So-
harboring the child without telling
And no one
the
has.
parent.
Yeah, no
Okay.
one's told me.
Okay, he found her after you guys went in the tower,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately after the tower, a spaceship crashed through, and you
Yeah,
guys
and now
chased.
we're on our day off, and
It's
we
been
haven't
48
mentioned
hours.
anything.
There was an 8-hour rest in there. Where's my child?
You were sleeping.
It's an 8-hour rest.
You were asleep. You didn't think about it.
8 hours.
No one
There's
was
a-
paying attention.
In between then and now.
I was on the Dragonator
So
for
that
8
magic
hours.
number from a 2 on the die rounds up
Couldn't
to
have said anything.
8.
Oh yeah, your kid's on board.
Just seems busy.
Oh yeah, by
Well,
the way, we forgot. But you know,
no
your
worries.
child just stowed away.
Stowed away.
It is, you said you're like busy, so
That's
like
my
any
girl.
idea how long you'd be busy?
She's like 5.
Not terribly long, just
500 years.
a little later.
Okay, no, of course, I'm not trying to rush you.
Just tell me where you are and I'll check it out.
Uh,
So you can keep doing whatever you're doing.
Grey Vale in,
Oh,
well,
Gloria. Okay.
formerly Floria. Well, I mean, it's, Free March land now.
Do you have a map
You
of the places you've conquered?
Oh, well, I have a map of the continent.
And a star by everywhere I've conquered.
Okay. I am busy. I'm gonna have to get back to you.
Okay,
And then you hear
yeah.
it go quiet.
Okay, well,
You're just
and
talking to a
I
rock.
look back to the citizens, and I just go, there will be a guest joining you shortly, as an intermediary until I return. He's very sweet. He's a little eccentric.
He's very lonely.
He is very friendly. He's just here to kind of keep an eye on what's going on and like tell me what's going on when he gets a chance. And then also he might just know. So hopefully that helps.
It was the smack for me. It was the.
So you start.
Same as
Yeah, I continue.
Where I was like.
We're gonna do final round here, Muriel.
I'm gonna carry my tooth out of the water and start making my way.
outside!
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
Bingo! No, I haven't gotten bingo.
Me neither. We've gotten literally 5 now, but
We haven't really been paying that much attention to
That's all
it.
it
Yeah.
takes. We hear one wee woo, and it's all over.
It's a siren!
Last thing, Muriel. What is it?
I'm gonna carry my tooth.
Put it under my bed and hope the tooth fairy comes.
This ought to be worth a lot!
this should be at least $200.
Exactly. Like I'm not already rich.
Like, this should be at least
I'm gonna
$2,
carry it
you
back
know?
through the town,
I got quarters
and I'm
for
gonna see
you,
if anybody
you know?
stops me.
We were in a
And I'm just gonna
reception.
keep heading back towards the
Not
Dragonator.
only do you realize that people
He
aren't
shakes under
stopping
his
you, you
teeth.
actually realize that people are avoiding.
Yeah, that's how I feel. They're avoiding me. That's homophobic.
That has nothing to do with.
I know. Actually, it's racist.
Is Muriel canon?
I haven't had a love interest, so
You know,
So yeah, Muriel hasn't.
It's clear.
Gab was too stunned to speak.
The point was made.
The point was made.
Yeah.
What you've taught.
You know, are they? Yeah. Yeah! I gotta. Whoa!
Whoa.
This is what the liberals want.
This is actually. Whoa!
You want 5?
Yeah.
You gotta go. Fabulous! Oh, okay.
give Gab Knuckles. Go give Gab Knuckles.
Go, go, go.
Come here. Go. Go. Go over
Go
there.
give Gab Knuckles.
Where's your knuckles? Yeah.
So, people are avoiding you.
Okay.
That is homophobic.
Yes.
I will
More
not.
Knuckles, more Knuckles.
I'm gonna go.
And
I'm
I
gonna
will-
see if I can find a bar, and just take my tooth and go to the bar.
Okay.
For fun.
You very easily find a bar. It's not a Black Cat Tavern, but it is
So sad.
a standard bar.
No beautiful.
No
this
beautiful
time.
men and halfling women.
Singular halfling.
Singular halfling.
Woman.
These gorgeous,
Owns-
Woman.
succulent
Owns
men and
the
my
Black
hobbit of
Cat
a
Tavern.
wife.
Oh, and my cats are there too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll find a bar and find a place to sit and order a drink and just hang out there with my
You
tooth.
find a bar called the Happy Friend.
It's a never ending
It's a
cycle.
drink.
Cool.
Do they have a slatters in this universe?
Is there a fat man with his friend in a wheelchair over there?
Right into the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
Okay. Okay.
It's fame.
Oh bam. Oh bam.
With a black man and
That tall,
a
skinny.
oddly creepy looking white man.
Yeah. He's like very skinny, big old. Like,
Swanky.
Yeah. Giga Chad.
giggity Chad.
Alright.
Are
So
we-
you get a drink, and that'll
Are we
kind of
looking
be the
at
last
that
thing
one
you
guy
do
from, like,
before
the
you,
Powerpuff universe?
head back to meet up with the party.
We're talking about Family Guy.
Mm.
Yeah.
I never got into
Fez. What is the last thing Fez would like to do?
So I'm with Baragon here.
Yeah, Baragon walks in.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baragon walks in on you, going into your backpack.
Ooh.
health potions.
Ah.
So I see you have your book.
Yes.
Strange
You?
inconsistent accent.
Okay.
Just holding it.
I don't have any pockets.
Fine. Strange and inconsistent accent. Where is
I'm
it?
blaming
Yep.
Baragon on that. Baragon was like, yes.
Yes.
What do you mean? That's Baragon's doing.
Yeah, except Baragon doesn't have a British accent. So is Baragon's tone with the accent?
Baragon and I were talking about maybe going back over to the blacksmith and me making something for him.
About making something for Baragon?
Yes, that could be of use. He seemed to
Just
have
something that'll make me hit a little harder.
he seemed to have a particular interest in
Instead of a D4.
the hit.
Maybe 2d4s.
I was gonna say, if you're still looking for an item, you can get dark steel knuckles.
Ooh.
Not only will they add a D4 and so
On top of your
two
D4.
D4, but rather than having the absorption, you will actually just have double damage. So, because as a monk, your D4 will level up, so you'll do a D6, then you'll do a D8. You will do 2 D6 and 2 D8 when you get to those points.
Cool. What level monk are you right now?
10.
10.
I have a
You
D.
should be.
I have a D6. It says 6 on here. For a unarmed striker.
It's 2d6 then.
Sounds good.
That's strange that it's only a D6.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's 12.
I
That's the-
think it's 12.
So I suppose I'll make you some.
Because I know it's 18, that's a d12.
Some of those
Right.
knuckles would be good.
That's
I don't really like anything on my hands.
other than, like 15 for D10.
Sure, we can do something with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want like
Slightly weird.
Yeah, maybe
Spice
it's
or
19.
anything.
Could be 20. Anyways, Rasha, what is the last thing you want to do? You return
Maybe look at
to
teeth.
Lufia.
Lufia,
Come on, with my
Um,
fists.
I'm going to try and gather the townsfolk again.
They don't seem to recognize you at first, but then like
Because of like a
everybody's kind of
claws?
like, oh.
Like a claw.
Hi,
see
everyone.
what I can do.
There's like a general.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to apologize for how my tone came off earlier.
Yes. Okay.
I was made
Hopefully
aware
it's Katie.
that the way things came off made it seem intimidating, and that was not my intent.
Mm-hmm. Hey, who's
Uh,
that?
truly, my intent here
Is that how you say her
is
name?
for the betterment of the people in the village.
I've been saying it wrong all these years.
So if I may, as compensation for this social faux pas, I would like to, well, firstly, make a donation to your fine town, tax free,
He went home
for
because allergies.
5,000 gold.
You see that?
Look at that second win.
To invest into the local
forgot
infrastructure,
about
Second win.
really get things going, and to emphasize that genuinely my intent here is for the betterment of this community and nothing worse.
Let's say you see people that are like, well, okay, then I guess this seems right.
I appreciate you all. My apologies. I will be
Why
sending
are you chewing on
envoys
that like a
to
toothpick?
discuss more intricate terms, but
Because I
to
don't
be
have
a
because I don't have
woman
a
of my word,
You make
I
do with
put
what you
down
can,
a
okay?
gold sack or a sack of 7,500 gold. And I bow as I leave, and I go with Aurora.
Alright, you head back towards Dragonator.
Yes.
So you all are kind of heading back. You all kind of get to the Dragonator at the same time. Galahad and Tusk pull up in the Batmobile, just
The new style.
as they fly in and park it.
There better not be a scratch on my hot rod.
As they, you pull up.
Aurora was driving. She's very safe.
Yeah.
There's one small dent right above the headlight.
There was that rock in the road. I mean, it practically jumped into the road.
The rock?
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
It was
so
having a hard day, okay?
you all-
I have mending, so any scratch.
So you all load up into the Dragonator. The last person to get there is actually Muriel.
Yeah, with a giant tooth.
So I find
Shows up wildly intoxicated with a giant tooth,
as one does.
Yeah,
as one does.
it's the size
Most
of
of
me.
you have already turned in. However, Rex
My
is,
child.
is still up. He kind of meets you and is like, "What you got there, Muriel?"
I went on a field trip, and it's a tooth.
I see that.
It's a tooth of a very, 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 very big skeleton.
It's one of them
With,
elder
like,
dendrons.
more berries.
Like, what kind of skeleton?
It's a dolder.
Is the older?
Older dendron.
Yeah. I don't think I said that because I'm like, yeah. I'm
I imagine
older.
you said,
It was good seeing you,
Nah.
Katie. Good.
It's nice to see you too.
well, say if you want,
Like-
whatever.
Later.
Okay, then you can change your spoopy dog.
I had fun. He's like, oh, well, why don't you let me put it away and you can get it in the morning and you can
It's mine.
take, or you can take it to your room. I don't really think there's enough space in there for it.
It's mine.
He needs it.
I earned it. You
Okay.
can get your own.
He kind of like, at this point, he's like,
Okay,
guiding
Smeagol, you know, like.
in like guides you to your door. Tooth does not through the door.
You gotta
Wait. It's as tall as Muriel,
Yeah,
so it should fit.
yeah.
That's what you said when,
You said
when
it
they
was
pulled it.
Muriel size.
It is girthier.
How-
But can it be slid the other way?
Yeah, I was like, what if you
Or
did
maybe
it
like this
horizontal?
way.
What if you did it horizontal?
What's that tooth? What kind of tooth is it? Like a
We'll
like
say-
a
we'll say
canine
you
or?
and- You say you and Rex managed to
These people aren't
finagle
cultured,
it
they don't know.
and get it.
Like, it's mine. It goes in my room.
The rooms are small. It's basically a bed.
Pivot!
So you lay it down next to you and flop yourself in bed.
I don't think it'll pivot anymore.
Where's my child?
No, she's here.
Why is Rex hiding my child from me?
He's not hiding your child. It just happened to not come.
What do you mean I came back on the boat? I was there for 8 hours and it was not brought up that my kid was on there.
Oh my gosh. Bella stowed away on the Dragonator, by the way.
You won't give me
Rex
my kid
found
back.
her while we were in the tower
It's
and
not
did
very
not
naughty.
tell Fez that her daughter is.
It slipped his mind. You were in a tower
does it
for
slip
48
your mind?
hours. You were in a tower for 48 hours, and immediately after, a spaceship crashed into the side of it, and then exploded as an alien that he pulled out. And then immediately afterwards, you guys went and
I thought
blew
Eclipse
up.
pulled him out.
I would have thought that the
Rex
small
pulled him out.
tiefling.
Rex
Sworn
and-
Eclipse drug him out of there.
Yeah.
Rex pulled him out as Eclipse was healing him.
You know, the small tiefling going, Unky Rex, where's my mom? Would be a good indication.
Monkey Rex.
You know?
Rex is like the grandpa, though.
Fair. To be fair, Bella knows where you are. Technically, as
Bella's
sleeping,
avoiding you.
Bella is in the room with you. You just don't know because you're asleep.
What do you mean? I came back onto the boat. Would I not see the child?
No, she's still away.
As a mother can confirm, sleep is fantastic.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to tune in next week, same place, same time. And until next time, stay adventurous.